run is over and we are working on the window frames. And the first one we didn't get right, so we just move over to the materials in the second one and attempt to get it right. And then we moved on to the third one, on our third attempt to get it right. I'm grinding the concrete there. So we are trying to figure out how to make this window frame work. And we tried a pattern with the C-channel with the wall facing outward. And the bolts don't line up for the windowsill. So that didn't work. And then we went over here and we tried the next one. And we put the C-channel so it's on the inside. And that worked to a certain extent. But we couldn't get this, we noticed, wasn't at the 4-foot height. The windowsill was at the wrong height. And if we flip this board over, this steel channel, then the bolt holes are at the right height because they're 4 feet from here to here. But now this distance didn't fit down there. So when I looked a little closer, we've actually got the steel an inch off the ground. And when we flip it over, the steel, it hits there. But if we put it on the outside, I gain that thickness, it'll work. So our next attempt is over here. And this one, we got the steel channel all the way to the ground. And we've got this one turned the right way so it's 4 feet up to here. And this bolted in. And the top bolt's in. And now we went to put the cross member in here and it doesn't fit. And then we started measuring and it discovered that it's 3 feet across here, which it's supposed to be 3 feet. But the bolt holes here, they're 40 inches apart in order to accommodate the bracket. And down here, I put the bolt holes 36 inches apart instead of 40 inches apart. Because on the anchor bolt plan, it actually said put them 3 feet apart, but it was mentioning the dimension it had was wrong. The dimension it had was the inside of this wall, not where the anchor bolts go. So now I have anchor bolts that are 3 feet apart, which is exactly where the wall needs to be. So on our last attempt over here, the way I'm going to fix it is from here to the other window, 3 feet apart, is right where these bolts are, and that's right where I need these holes. So I think I'm just going to cut this piece of steel, and I'll cut these bolts about 1 inch high, and I'll put this plate right on top of those inch-high ones, and I'll cut it up 1 inch, so this will go flush to the ground and have these bolt holes at the right height. And I will weld right onto this set of threads this plate. And then these plates will be welded onto these studs instead of threaded on, and they'll be 3 feet apart, which is kind of what I need. So 4 windows, we might get the 4th one correctly done.